All right, everybody, welcome in to a take two of Let Grant Cook. You had to be there to know exactly what we're talking about. Had a little fun Sunday night, but now everybody's cranked up, ready for your Tuesday morning segment. Grant,
Yeah.
first of all, recap once again, overall thoughts. Arkansas pounding A State as they rightfully should.
Yeah, I think it was a really, really great performance up front. We had everything that we really talked about from the prior game against Texas, or not Texas A&M, but Alabama A&M came to life in this game. Clean pocket. Talon pretty much was clean all game. From a throwing perspective, obviously he had a lot of rushing yards. He got hit a little bit there. But that mentality that we talked about, that attitude, the mentality of the offensive line play to play in the trenches, it showed up in this game. And I think Arkansas State, much better team than Alabama A&M. And so it was really exciting to see the offensive line get that nasty attitude back to them that we kind of started to get last year. And then in game one, I was like, ooh, like I don't see it. We got hit in the mouth a little bit, but we came out this game and we were the aggressor. Coach Petrino always the hammer or the nail, right? Which one are you going to be? Offensive line was definitely the hammer in this game. And we could kick it off with the first play.
Yep.
That we're going to go over, second play of the game. And if you have any social media, you have seen this plastered all over the place. Corey Robinson pulling around the horn. And, man, this is –
boom.
That's the game of football right there. It's a collision sport.
Look at him looking at him, too.
He made contact with that guy at the 40-yard line, and he's laying on his back at the 45. Or the 35, I guess, technically. So
that's awesome right there.
He told him about it. If you rewind it just a little bit, I do want to point out one thing that Corey does really, really well. He passes up color, which normally I would say, ooh, I don't like it, because you see a little color showing right here on this block. And he says, nah, he's got him. I'm going on downfield.
Keeps his eyes downfield. Yeah.
Yeah. He says, okay, I don't think that's a threat. And goes on downfield, and we get a done and highlight moment right here from offensive lineman, which I really enjoy that. And then Mike Wash does a great job running the rock. But if you take me back to the very beginning of the play, it's blocked well at all five positions. Carmona does a really good job taking the block over. Cade does a really nice job. Brandon does a really great job getting to the second level. And Marion Harris throws a cut block, I'm pretty sure, on the backside here. So this is as well blocked of a play as you can get. I mean, look at everybody's aiming point. You know where the ball's trying to go is outside. Everyone's got that outside shoulder taken care of. You watch Carmona work up here to number 5 or number 6. Oh, don't love that. I would like to see him on the upfield shoulder, but he does a really good job working his hips around and getting him. I mean, I got no complaints. I can't, hey, like we talk about, we keep it real here. But you keep it real both ways. If you see something you don't like or you do like, and this is as well blocked and as executed a play as you can put out there.
And I'll say this too. Right before Mike made this cut, he was really pushing upfield. Great job as a back, knowing where your blockers are. Because when he's pushing upfield, it makes this guy kind of come this way. And it's like and Corey does a great job of just running his track and making sure that his back brings the blockers to him. Great, because I would say a lot of offensive linemen, they don't trust that. They start trying to, try to block these guys and meet them where they are instead of, hey, Mike, you need to know I'm 300-something pounds. I'm running full speed this way. Bring the block to me if you want that block. So, all around. Second play of the game. From top to bottom. And then you, like you said, you make one miss. That's special right there. That's a way to start.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This play I wanted to talk about. So, a lot of times we talked about it a little bit last week, most dangerous man, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure really what the running back's responsibility here. I don't know if he's supposed to be gray or he's just a check release. So that's kind of what I say when I say gray. Like black would be he's in the protection, white, I'm out, gray, I need to see.
You kind of see what's going on.
If this guy's coming off the edge, I'm going to stay in. If not, hey, I'm going into a route. So he's kind of got an option here. Maybe he is gray, and this linebacker just doesn't really declare as a rusher. So he's like, okay, I'll slide out. We get a little pressure here on Talon, and I don't really know if that is the running back or the offensive line. I just don't like to see it, But otherwise, that's kind of the only thing I really wanted to point out on this play is I think it's blocked up really well. Oh, there is one more thing. And this is kind of I'm passing out compliments game because there's a lot of really good film out there from the offensive line perspective. Cade Kittler bringing the mentality. It started with the center in this game, and the other four followed suit. I mean, this is just he just mauls him. And this is pass pro. Normally, all these pancakes come in. Normally, when you get the hammers on your helmet,
Yeah. Let's go.
Hold on now.
Hold on.
It's not like Ohio State where you get one for walking on the field. You had to earn those.
Yeah, you had to earn those hammers back.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State, they got them all the way on their head, like they just got to drink the water.
They don't have enough games to do all that.
I know, man. Like everybody got 50 in a game. Wow. Okay, congrats. That's some lenient grading standards up there. But no, I mean, you normally get that in run, blocking, not in pass pro. But Cade right here just surfing on this guy. You play it out, you'll see him just
wow.
I mean, just that's great. That's what I want to see, man. That's what it takes to play this position. And these guys really emphasize that in this game. A physical domination of Arkansas State's defensive line, really all game.
All right, let's go ahead and take the next clip. And this is all early in the game, first quarter. Talk about a way to start. Here's a little bit closer look at Cade right there, finishing this guy. Pretty special. Next play, we're going to stay with the end zone shot. Now, the thing about being aggressive sometimes, Grant, it'll catch you every once in a while.
It will. So you see right here, this nose tackle does a little push-pull technique, almost like a bull rush, and then, boom, pulls him down to the side. You got to be careful getting on your toes as an offensive lineman, right? That defensive lineman's feeling that pressure one way or another, so he's trying to work against that. He's going to let you do what you want to do, and he's going to have a move toward that. So that's the thing right here. I mean, he gets up on his toes. I can appreciate the aggression. The other thing is I like to see Kobe. He looked out there to Marion Harris and said, hey, this guy's got him locked down. I'm going head hunting.
Yeah.
And now Kittler got pulled right when he got there, so it kind of looks like they're just bumping into each other and letting this guy run free. But I also want to point out Marion. Marion had a lot of one-on-one protection in this game and did a phenomenal job out there at right tackle. You can see him here. He got beat a little bit, but the thing I love is he doesn't give up on the block. He doesn't let this guy just run free. He runs him by, and what do we all know? Talon is great on the move, right? He's really good throwing the ball. He can obviously run the ball. And so as an offensive lineman, you have to know your quarterback's strengths and weaknesses. Get this guy just running past the quarterback and let Talon shift that pocket to the outside. And, this D tackle did a really good job on Cade, but he's not near fast enough to catch Talon. So it's kind of like, okay, I can escape this pocket and make this throw. I think.
Now, go ahead.
This is Sunday night, everybody. So you're getting a peek behind the curtain of how this production works. You're watching this Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. It's actually Sunday. DJ hasn't quite gone through his breakdown at Oakland yet, but he and I had a conversation. And this play he calls out too, because if we're not playing a group of 5 team,
that scares me right there.
That's a scary throw. Unbelievable throw. It's an unbelievable throw, but it's a little scary.
Look at him. I mean, usually when you have that much time to react, usually it doesn't turn out well. And like I said, you're getting a peek behind the scenes of how this all works. Did talk about it for sure. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Still, hell of a catch by C.J. Brown right there. All right, let's get a little bit closer to the red zone, see what we got going on.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to take a look at Branham here, and I just want to talk about the get off of the ball here. I mean, wasting no time going and assuming. I mean, bam, and we saw this time and time again through this game. And I could sit here and break down. I don't know how many plays we ran, probably 70, but I could probably break down 50 plays where somebody on the offensive line came off the ball like this in this game. I only kept 10 in here because I'm not trying to make a 2-hour breakdown. I want you guys to be able to get back to work when you're looking at this on Tuesdays or listening to it. But love this double team up. Marion keeping his shoulder square, Kobe coming off the ball and working up to the second level here with Marion. Another good pad pop right there on this linebacker gives Braylon a clear lane to run through. But we got to make a guy miss if we're a running back, right? That's what we talk about, one-on-one. We can't account for every single one of them. But he does a really nice job here of just getting up, running through a tackle. And, you'd love to see a score there, but not quite there yet. So,
before you talk about this next play, I want to go back just a little bit. When you get to this part right here, this is why we encourage people to really watch this, and because we try to let you know what to look for week in and week out. You said this when we were watching A-State film. Like, we don't just watch Arkansas film. We watch the teams we're playing. And so y'all get ready for a little bit later in the week because we're going to start looking at Ole Miss as well. But you said this on the tape that we saw when A-State was playing SEMO last week.
Yep.
And you said they're getting a lot of push up front. You said count on a big day of our offensive linemen bullying these guys all over the field just because it's what we've seen on tape. And so I thought it was pretty cool how you talked about it the week before, and we're seeing it show up. And the thing about it is, guess what? We're not the only ones who watch tape on these guys. They're watching this in the locker room at University of Arkansas. And so when they look at it, it's just like, hey, if SEMO can get here and blow these guys off the ball, then we need to show up and let them know we're not messing around. So I thought that was pretty cool. You pointed that out last week, and then it started showing up on tape. Just giving you a nice little pat on the back. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Let's keep at it. We're going to talk about all the high points, and we're going to talk about areas where we need to be careful and improve as well.
Yeah, so again, right here, you got to be careful and keep your head out of this block on pass pro, right? So I get it. I've been there. Maybe this was trying to, we kind of got the clip a little bit late. He may be trying to jump set him here or something just to kind of throw off the timing of some of these moves from these defensive linemen, which is a technique offensive linemen use. If you get in too much of a rhythm or you get too consistent in the way that you're pass blocking, a lot of times those defensive linemen can time that. So you try to do some jump sets where you just get on them really quick versus popping up and using your hands. But I do want to see Kobe get his head out of this block, right? Don't get out here, bend at the waist and on your toes, because that can get you in trouble. And I think you see a little bit here, guy swims up underneath him. But again, Cade's bringing some pressure here. He's stepped it up this week tremendously with the tenacity, with the anger. He played this game angry. And I love
look at this. Head hunting. Look, come here.
Yow! Put the top of that head into his cheek, man. I love it. All right, here we go. Another clip of Cade coming up to the second level here. Watch him as he makes contact with this linebacker. Woo. That is leverage. That guy's head is popped back, and then he finishes. He finishes this thing. Driving him down the field. He's not the only one, though, DJ.
Come on now.
Monte down here.
Hey.
We got Unk, as they call him.
Watch this play out. You ready for this? Where we at?
Awesome.
Just driving, finishing. Woo, that's a grown man right there.
But I do want to point out something too, DJ, that I feel like the whole team, we're talking about the offensive line here a lot and the tenacity that they played with. It felt like offense and defense and just everybody came out with just a little bit of a different vibe this week when it came to this game. And, I think you're right. A lot of people talked about, it's A-State, are they going to hang around a little bit too long? Is this
disrespectful?
All this kind of stuff. And I heard Coach Pittman in the post-game press conference talk about, we made sure that these guys knew how important this game was. And not everybody's from Arkansas. Not everybody knows the history of, Arkansas State, Arkansas, and Arkansas scared to play Arkansas State and all this. They hammered it home, and you could tell they came out like, we're going to be Big Brother today.
Yeah.
We're going to show up.
The cool thing about Cade as well, remember that early on in that game last week, one of the first drives that he got caught kind of just
Yeah.
getting up to the second level, and that linebacker from Alabama A&M gave him all. He said, "Okay, here we go. It's football season now. Let me tighten up and make sure that I
Yeah.
don't put anything like that on tape ever again. Because if you consistently put stuff like that on tape, guys will be hunting you all season long. So,
Yep.
what do you put on tape this year? He's going to make sure that those linebackers are aware of him when he comes up to the second level. Let's
No
keep this
doubt.
tape rolling. A little tight end action right here, Grant. A little tight end action.
Yeah. So I'll give love to people outside the offensive line. I believe this is Pratt or Platt.
Platt.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
Platt.
Yeah.
Really nice job here on the combo block up to the second level. You can see him, bam,
Nice.
right here, working up, and again creating that run lane for Mike Washington. Mike, help a big man out. Help a big man out. We got Carmona. I'll give Carmona credit. He looks athletic. I'll say he's maybe a 4'9" guy. And he's using every bit of this 4'9" he's
4'9"?
got. I mean, if I could run a 4'9", I think he looks athletic. He got some big calves, man. He could probably get out there and roll a little bit. He's using, I don't know what he runs, but he's using every ounce of speed he has right here. Mike, help him help you. Put that hand in that back, man. Help him help you. This is 6, okay? This is another, 50-yard, 55-yard, 56-yard touchdown. He outruns them. And, hey, Carmona, you could see he had him, man. He had him locked in. He knew that safety was the guy that he had to go get. Yep. I just wish Mike – so we watched him do it in the first run, right? And that's the second play of the game. He did it for Corey upfield, right? And then, bam, he bows this thing out. I would have loved to see that happen right here because I think Carmona swallows this guy up, and then Mike's down the sideline again. This safety over here on the hash is not catching him at full speed coming downhill. And so these are the type of plays, though, man. These are the type of plays that next week, that little bit right there, if he sets that block up for Carmona, and that's a 56-yard touchdown run versus – whatever it ended up being, still a really good run, 20-something yards probably. That could be the difference in a game, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to strike when you have the ability, and that was one right there. And you can see Carmona telling him about it. Help me out. I've been there, big dog.
Hey, Carmona is moving, though.
He's hauling it, man.
Look at that. Elbows, knee drive.
Woo! Get it, big dog. I see you. I see you.
Awesome, that's awesome.
Oh man. I got a couple clips here, DJ, of just the pocket. I mean, all day we saw this, and we talked about it. You've talked about it specifically. We've got to keep Taylon's confidence where it is. If he's in the pocket and he's standing back and he sees all these talented wide receivers that we've seen show up for 2 straight weeks now. But he's not looking at Raylan Sharp. He's not looking at Omega Blake. He's not looking at Platt running down the field. I heard somebody. I thought, Then we're going to have issues, right? All day. He could step into throws. He had no issues. And this is perfectly blocked up front.
Yeah.
Giving him plenty of time to deliver this ball. And bam, right there, another completion. That's 2nd and 6. We stay ahead of the change. Another look at it right here. Both tackles doing a really nice job. I'm going to point out Carmona. So they run a little twist stunt right there in the middle. So a TT. So tackle. One comes in, the other one loops around. I think Carmona passes this off to Cade thinking, okay, hey, that's boom, it's gone. But if you remember from last season, one of my favorite sayings.
I got to get you a shirt with this on it. Yeah.
If something goes away, something's coming to you. I'd like for him to settle in right there. Now, should Branham bump Cade off and he pick this up? Yeah, I think so. And I know because I played guard too. And when you're in that slide protection, you're just hoping for this defensive end to try to slide back inside so you can go stick your face mask right in his ribs, right in his armpit.
Yeah.
And he sees it. He's going to get a kill shot. He's trying to get a hammer on his helmet. I know how.
Look at him. You see him. Woo!
Look at him all in.
Look at
he might have ran a 5'1" out there, not a 4'9", but that's okay.
Hip extension, full on.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
We do have to brush that up for sure.
Because
I'll say this too. It'd be nice to know, and like I said, Carmona, if you're watching, or Carmona's folks, which I know y'all do watch, we would love to work out some kind of deal for him to be a part of 4th and 5 each and every week. Because, we can only assume so much, but things have changed, and it would be nice to know maybe the protection and what we got moving forward. And I just think Fernando Carmona is an awesome individual and very entertaining, and I think he'd be a great addition to the 4th and 5 crew. Just putting it out there. All right, let's keep it rolling. Ooh,
Trying to get my spot away, man. Dang.
No, I would love for you and Carmona to do this. That'd be awesome. Oh my gosh, it'd be must see 4th and 5 content. Must see. That'd be great.
Another look at it right here. Another clean pocket for Talon. I mean, 6'6", standing tall, looking down the field. And like I said, this game, I keep it real, man. I want to keep these guys on their toes. I want to make sure they know when they're doing well, but I want them to make sure that we see certain things too. But this game, there's really not much bad tape out there for me to point out. But I want to make sure that these guys understand this is it. This is what we expect, and this is how it should look.
Yeah.
And Talon is super, super good quarterback whenever he has the ability to throw the ball like this.
Boom. Nice. Makes his decisions easier.
Sticks.
Just keep showing up.
It keeps showing up. Yeah. I mean, no push from the middle, so you don't feel like you have to try to escape deep. Both tackles are squared up. We talked about last week how the quarterback should be able to see and read the name on the back of everybody's jerseys. I mean, this is it. This is it right here. And then you see the product when we give Talon time, hits the crossing route, and Omega Blake does the rest. I do love Braylon right there, just picking up a little bit of a block.
Saw that too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great week to play offensive line at the University of Arkansas.
Yeah.
I expected that those grade sheets had a lot of A pluses, a lot of plus, and that's what it's going to take next week too to beat Ole Miss. I mean, they went down to Kentucky. I didn't get to watch that tape yet. I know we're going to jump into some of that later this week.
Yep.
But I want to see what that looked like. It was a 30-23 win, so not necessarily the most prolific game.
Yeah, their quarterback had an issue as well. He ended up not being able to finish the game. And so very curious about the injury update with that. Like I said, this is pre-taping stuff, so probably by the time you see this, we already know the answer to that question. But I'll say this. When we had Carmona on earlier, about a month or so ago, during our little summer series, he said this is the game that he has on his calendar. And I said, what is it about Ole Miss? He said, I hate Ole Miss. I can't stand Ole Miss. And if I were to throw up the scene of them having a dunk contest on the sideline, talking all that noise on the field, you get it. And I love that attitude, because if you're a real competitor, that stuff don't sit well with you. And you remember that. And next time I see you, we're going to make sure we figure this out, And so you got to love that stuck with him the way that it did. And so this is the game that we've talked about. We got these two under our belt. Okay, everything's rolling. Tighten up chin straps, get all the rust off. But now we're finna see. And I'll say this, Grant. And going into the season, I was a little worried about Ole Miss. The more we get to this game and I'm seeing this stuff, I'm starting to be like, Ole Miss better strap this thing up, because, we're on the right page. We've made so many small mistakes already as a team, and we're still overcoming it and handling people. Defense has only given up 2 touchdowns all year. It was 14-56, but there was a special teams touchdown that happened. So they can keep up any realm of close to that. Corners doing such a great job. We had a great test with the Rucker kid from ASU, one of the best receivers in that conference. Put him in handcuffs all day, Yep. And so there's so many things. Now, obviously, I think when we play SEC, these little things that we make mistakes on that we're getting away with will start catching up with us. But I think we're closing the gap. And so I'm very excited to head down to Oxford. We're actually going to be in Oxford. I want to make sure I tell everybody that every single time. There's a new spot set up just right off the Grove, a nice bar. We reached out to the owners, and they're going to let 4th and 5 set up 2 hours before kickoff our pregame show. So if you're traveling to Oxford and you want to hang out with some Razorback fans and get hyped up before that game, we're going to have about an hour and 15-minute pregame show. So just enough time for you to walk on across to that stadium and get your seat and ready to go. It's going to be fun. I'm excited about this game, Grant, but I appreciate you, man, everything that you do. I'll make sure you get all the film you need on Ole Miss so we can break that down. That'll be a part of our pregame show as well. But, man, Grant, we're heading in the right direction.
We are. Yeah, and I think this is the year 2 type stuff that we've talked about. And, hey, it will show up. It will start to make sense. It will start to come. And it is. It's there. I mean, we're starting to see this offensive line be cohesive, starting to see Talon make the right decisions. These wide receivers are where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. The backs are picking up the right guys in protections, hitting the right holes, setting up the blocks. It's really special to see all this offense start to come together. T. Will's defense is playing with some tenacity. I mean, there was 3, 4, 5 guys hitting the running backs, hitting the wide receivers, everybody running to the ball this past week. So it's going to take that effort to go beat Ole Miss. I mean, it's not just the ball's got to bounce the right way. We've got to play our tail off to go beat this team. But you can see if you beat Ole Miss how things start to shape up as you start to get back into Fayetteville. You got to go to Memphis. Hey, Memphis is real now. They're not a slouch. I know they're not a group, or they're a group of 5 team. They're not in the Power 4, but they're a really good, again, off-season or not off-season, but out-of-conference opponent.
Yep.
But then you get Notre Dame at home. So if you can go 4-0, I'm not trying to put anything out there.
You're putting it out there.
If you're 4-0 going into Notre Dame, it's going to be bananas around Fayetteville.
11 a.m. kickoff, it don't matter. That place will be jumping at 3 a.m. getting ready for that game.
We're going to be out there setting up that live show. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, let's be where our feet are. Let's go down to Oxford, lock in. No, good week of practice. Let's take care of business, and we'll do our part here at 4th and 5 to continue to break down this stuff to let you know everything you need to be watching out for during that game. Grant, I appreciate you, man. Have a good night, man.
All right, take care, guys.